Once upon a time, in distant lands, there lived Salur Kazan, a powerful and brave leader loved by everyone. In Kazan Bey's homeland, people lived happily and contentedly, helping each other every day, enjoying together and working together. Here, everyone looks after each other, leading a life full of kindness. Kazan Bey's wife, Burla Hatun, was a kind and strong woman. His son Uruz was a cheerful and very curious boy. Uruz played every day with his friends and sometimes dreamed of being a hero like his father. In Kazan Bey's homeland, children, families, elders, and young people lived together in peace and harmony. Kazan Bey always acted justly and helped those in need. That's why everyone trusted him and loved him. Kazan Bey also had friends. They helped him protect the homeland. Whenever Kazan Bey saw that his loved ones were safe, he smiled and said, "This is the homeland I dreamed of." One day, Kazan Bey decided to have a beautiful hunting party in the depths of the forest. This would be a fun break for him and might bring food home. He finished his preparations, mounted his horse, and bid farewell to Burla Hatun and little Uruz, saying, "Don't worry, I'll be back very soon." Uruz waved to his father, thinking, "My dad is a great hero." Burla Hatun smiled confidently at him, sure that the homeland would be safe with Kazan Bey's friends. After Kazan Bey set off, the inhabitants of the homeland returned to their daily activities. The children continued playing, and the adults began impatiently waiting for Kazan Bey's return. Everyone thought they would have a happy and safe day. While Kazan Bey was hunting, far away, ill-intentioned enemies had gathered to hatch a treacherous plan to take over Kazan Bey's homeland. These enemies envied the strong and brave people and did not want them to live in peace. "Let's plunder everything and flee before Kazan Bey returns," they said, and began stealthily moving towards Kazan Bey's homeland. Meanwhile, the inhabitants of the homeland were doing their daily activities, and the children were playing. Burla Hatun was spending time with her son Uruz, waiting for Kazan Bey's return. Everything was very quiet. No one was aware of the approaching danger. Suddenly, the enemies entered the homeland. They first moved silently, then suddenly started shouting and attacking everywhere. They opened the doors of the houses, took the belongings, and caused chaos. They also scared the animals and made them run away. The homeland was in great chaos. Uruz hugged his mother in fear. Burla Hatun stood bravely. "Don't be afraid, my son," she said. "Your father is a strong hero. He will return and show these evil ones what they deserve." But Uruz was very sad. "What if Dad doesn't come back soon?" he asked. Burla Hatun stroked Uruz's head and tried to give him confidence. "We are strong together, my son. You will also be brave by my side until your father returns. Okay?" Burla Hatun did her best to protect the inhabitants during Kazan Bey's absence. The people trusted her and tried to suppress their fears. Everyone patiently waited for Salur Kazan's return. The enemies plundered everything they could and fled, causing chaos before leaving. The homeland was enveloped in great silence. Although the inhabitants had lost their homes and belongings, they understood once again the importance of supporting each other. Everyone firmly believed that Salur Kazan would return and restore their homeland, and they all patiently waited for Kazan Bey's return. Salur Kazan noticed something strange as he returned from hunting and approached his homeland. As usual, he didn't hear the cheerful voices of the children. The houses were silent and sad. Kazan Bey immediately realized that something was wrong. He rode quickly towards his homeland, and his heart sank when he saw what had happened. The houses were destroyed, the belongings were scattered, and the animals were scared and running around. The homeland was in chaos. At that moment, Burla Hatun and little Uruz saw Salur Kazan coming. They ran to him and hugged him. Kazan Bey asked, "What happened here? Who dared to do so much evil?" Burla Hatun told him what had happened, while Uruz looked at his father sadly. "Dad, they destroyed everything, took our animals, and plundered our homes," he said. Kazan Bey couldn't accept this injustice. "Don't worry. We will give these evil ones their punishment," he said resolutely. He called his friends and immediately made a rescue plan. His brave friends stood by his side and said, "We will protect our homeland with you." Kazan Bey and his friends followed the trail